guys, Fuzzy Pink Polar Bear 1 here, and today I decided that I was going to make a Merida Tutu. Since Merida has become very popular at the moment, and I'm going to Disney soon, so I decided I'll make myself a Merida Tutu. And I was looking online, and I realized no one's really done a tutu yet apart from Etsy. And no one really shows you how to do it, so I decided I'll show you guys how to do a Merida Tutu. There's going to be around 6 or 7 easy steps, and I'll show you along the way. See you there, guys! Okay, so the materials you're going to need, or tools, are a big gold ring. I used a bangle set, and I used one of the rings there. I thought it looked Celtic-ish. You're going to need some scissors. Any craft scissors will do. You can use plain scissors or just fabric scissors like I have. You're going to need about 1 meter of gold ribbon. You're going to need some glue sticks and a glue gun. Mine's a low power, so you don't have to worry about that. You're also going to need some elastic to go around your waist. And you're going to need some tulle. This is my Snow White tutu here, so it's dark. But you're going to need 4 meters for an adult tutu. And I use light blue tulle for my Merida Tutu. Okay then, so let's get started. So the first step you're going to need to do is you're going to take your elastic. I'm using about maybe 1 inch thick elastic. I prefer this to the thinner elastic because it holds up better. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to measure where you want the elastic to be. Now, for my Merida Tutu, I'm using white elastic, but for the tutorial here, I'm going to be using this black. And you're going to measure around where you want your tutu to be. For me, it's up here on the waist, but some people prefer it on the hips. Once you've done that, you cut it, and I usually use a sewing machine, and I just sew the ends together. Some people can hand stitch it, but it's whatever you like. I prefer to give myself 1/2 inch off so that the elastic is stretchy enough but not too tight that it cuts off your circulation. You can cut it and sew it to your specific details. And we'll get back to the other stuff in a minute. Once I find the button. Okay, so the second step you're going to do is you're going to cut your fabric into strips. Now, your fabric will be probably laid out like this for my Mary Poppins tutu I'm going to make. And you're going to cut it to the length you want. For me, my Merida Tutu is about maybe 10 inches long, maybe less. And you have to remember that you are going to be folding the fabric in half. So you do not want your fabric to be too short once you folded it in half and get halfway around your tutu and realize it's too small. So keep that in mind before you cut it. Once your fabric is all laid out and you have your size, just cut along the lines. And this tutorial is mainly on the belt, so if you need more better tutorials, just look up how to make a no-sew tutu. Okay then, so the next step we are going to be doing is we are going to be adding the tulle to the tutu. So you have your tulle folded in half like this, and you got to make sure there is a loop at the top here. What you're going to do is you're going to take the loop around at the top here, if you can see, so around here like this, and then you're going to take your excess strands here, just like this, and you're going to pull, and it is that simple. And the only reason I'm doing it here is so I can hold my belt to the tutu. I've already finished the whole tutu, but you would just do this to the elastic. But the exact same concept is it's just going to be all the way around, and it's really that easy. Okay then. On to the next step. Okay, so for the Merida belt here, we're going to be using the ring and the string. And this is what the belt is going to look like afterwards. We've got the ring here, and we've got our string that's going all the way around. So what you're going to do is you're going to get your ring, and you're going to get your ribbon. This ribbon's definitely not long enough for me because I've already used it, but you're going to measure all the way around where your tutu is going to be. So if it's the waist, measure around the waist. If it's the hips, measure around the hips. And what you're going to do is you're then going to stick it on your bangle, and you're then going to hot glue it to the bangle, folding it over like this. And you're going to be doing that all the way around. So this is one side, and then you'll be doing it to the other side. So you're going to be folding it over like that, and it will look something like this once you're done. And then the folded parts will be hidden underneath the tutu so no one can see it. Now what I did for the bottom here is these ones are actually flat, which I'm okay with, but for the bottom I actually snipped the top and glued it down so it become a perfect circle. Now the next step you're going to be doing is you're going to be getting some of the excess ribbon here, and you're going to be folding it down and doing the exact same thing, except this time you're going to be folding it over so it looks like this. Now you can have it the same length and just overlap it if you want and just do one, but what I decided to do is I decided to give it a look like a sash. So one side is a little bit longer than the other, and then I glued it all the way down the middle here so that it will give it that nice Merida-ish effect. And then at the very bottom here I just glued over the edges to keep them a little hidden so that they won't start to fray. And your belt will kind of look like this. So the next step we're going to be doing is we're going to be sticking it to the back of the tutu. Now I gave mine a little extra room on the back here along with my other tutu strands because I know that when I'm getting into my tutu it's going to it's going to stretch. So I don't want to be trying to get into my tutu and breaking the ribbon. So what it is I did is, I'll demonstrate down here, is I got the ends and I folded them into a point just like that, and then I went through one of the loops here, if you can see, and if you turn it inside out here, I've just glued it like that. And I kept maybe about an inch, 2 inches, maybe 3 centimeters apart, so when I'm getting into the tutu it will stretch enough that it's not going to be tight. Then lastly I just went around and maybe about one here and one here just to keep the belt on down. And there you have it, a lovely Merida Tutu. Okay guys, and this is my lovely Merida Tutu, and I hope you guys enjoy the tutorial. The tutu for the little kids will probably be a little bit smaller. This tutu was more made for a full-grown teenager. Now what I want from you guys is I hope that you can give me nice comments and show me pictures of your tutus. Or also actually make a video of you and your tutu and just attach it to my video so I can see what they look like. If you also want to email it to me, my email is fuzzypinkpolarbear@hotmail.com. That's fuzzypinkpolarbear@hotmail.com. And I hope to see you guys soon. And if you were wondering what was in my hair, this is actually a little Merida clip I made myself. It was really simple. I just cut out foam in the shape of Merida, and the hair was actually off a Merida toy, the cardboard box that it came in. I decided to just cut around Merida's face and glue it to the back, along with the bow and arrow. So I hope to see you guys again soon, and I really hope you enjoy my tutorial. So bye then. And I really hope that I'll be seeing and making more videos from you guys. So check out my other videos as well.